And we are back from our little break. Oh, we're going to finish this thing tonight. That's right. One night project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Give it just a second for people to filter back in. Oh my God, I can see the people in the room for the first time tonight. Thank God. All right. Hopefully the comments are working and we're good to go. Anyway, where were we? Just like the last 5 rows, we need 6 open, 4 closed. Comments are back. Thank the gods above. Oh, Lordy. Little TikTok. Hello, Lucifer. Lucifer CJ. First or last name? I'd assume last name because CJ doesn't seem like a last name. Oh, Lordy. I mean, that was crazy. I think that was definitely, considering we had no comments, no follower notifications, and no gifts, that was hands down the best stats I've ever had on a live show. Like, not even close. I mean, I picked up a couple thousand here and there from live shows, but we picked up 7,000 new followers on one live show. It's probably because the rest of the content creators out there did not want to do live shows without having their precious gift readings and comments. But it didn't stop me. I just kept going. For an hour. Then we had to take our union break. Atlas Redmond, thank you for the YouTube subscription. If you are in the room, you may not be. All right. Just like last time, 1 open ring, 4 closed. We are doing the tutorial with 14 gauge steel for the jelly cube, and we're going to close. This is part 2. We just finished up the part 1. No, this is not a glove. Okay. Oh, that was loud. Now we got it looking like this. 2, 2, 2, just like before. Another open on the end. Last 2 closed. And snip it up. It folds, that's right. We're gonna need some more rings. And closed. Just like the last 5. 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. 4 rings. Welcome back to those of you who are back from the live show 10 minutes ago. Welcome as well to those who were not in the live show 10 minutes ago. Since TikTok was being a fool and not telling me who was in the live show, I don't know. Of course I can say hi, little soup, now that I can actually see the comments. Z Butter 123 was here. Couldn't have done it without you. I got bored at work one day, Mr. Ya Boy Lonely. Hello, Winged Beast. Thank you for the follow, Purple Hippo. Well, welcome back, Lonely Connor. Or Corner. Connor? No, that's Corner. That's definitely Corner. Lonely Corner. Da, 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 da. 16 years. Hello, Ethan. I look at pictures until I can figure it out, and then I try and see if I can replicate. Hello! Oh, that popped up on the screen at the wrong time. Decline. I have nothing against Bemby, but I'm not looking to do any dual odds right this minute. Yeah, of course it hurts my fingers. That's why we take breaks at the hour mark. Totally messed up that loop. Oh well. Moving on. Right this second, I am wrapping a piece of 14 gauge steel around a nail. I can see this time, Mel. Now we're going to snip, snip, snip. Yoink. Metal shards all over the room. Nothing to worry about. It was a follow satisfying Saturday. No. And technically, it's not a rainbow cube because I put the blue on the outside of the purple. Because I'm weird. Oh, Lordy. Alright. So just like we were doing before, I'm going to lay this out and try to get it to line up. Okay. So let's see if we can make this make sense. I need a pointer. Can use this one. Alright, so in order to test this, these two are going to hook to these two. These two are going to hook to these two in the middle. Then these two are going to hook to these two in the middle. And then these two here are going to hook to that. And these two here are going to hook to that. And the two that are in the middle are going to have an extra set that's going to hook to that. Not confusing at all. I'm sure y'all got that. Alright, so 6 open is the first step. Move that back just a bit. Two. Chainmail jelly cube. 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Come back to the rest of those in a minute. So, like I said, step 1, these two here are going to attach to these two on the end. Match them up. And I know it's a jumbled mess. I don't know if it's either. You can use whatever kind of wire you want. But if you use garbage-ass aluminum, it will break. Because anything made out of garbage-ass aluminum will break. We don't like aluminum on this channel. It's a weak garbage metal. Okay, so now we're going to attach this two in the middle. Yeah, that's a horrible pointer. These two to this two. And these two to this two. It doesn't look any less confusing when you're on my end of the screen. You just got to practice. Still to be seen if we're going to have too much jelly or too much cube with this size ring. Hopefully with the 14 gauge steel being a little thicker, we can get away with it. Aluminum is garbage. It's a garbage metal. I love when I see people selling jewelry made out of aluminum because one good hit and that shit's going to break. Now, it can be beautiful, but anything wearable more that you're going to throw against a wall. I mean, granted, I'm a little rough with my projects, but... This right here is 14 gauge. Paper clips are about 16 and a half. That special ring is not going to work for 14 gauge steel. My finger will break. It'll work for 14 gauge aluminum. Okay. Now that we've got it, we've got to attach it to the row below. So if we fold it up, you're going to see these middle two jutting out here. Those middle two are going to attach to those middle two. And then those two on the end are going to attach to these two on the end. And then these two on the end are going to attach to those two on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It is definitely easier to use colors, and yes, we do mess up, and then we backtrack until you get it right. But unfortunately, this was a cheap pack of 14 gauge steel wire that I just happened to pick up at the hardware store earlier today. I could have powder coated it, but I didn't really have time. Live show would have been later. I don't have a 14 gauge jig. I have a paperclip jig. I will try powder coating it after the fact and see what it does. We do. This is entirely paper clips. We're only using this 14 gauge steel because people were asking for a tutorial, and this stuff is thicker, so easier to see. And for a project like this with as much confusion, I figured the bigger was more important. I would assume acrylic paint would chip, especially once you start wrapping around metal rods and clipping it and all that jazz. I do not know at this point, but we've been doing jelly cubes for a while now. Need to get back to my other projects. Alright, so 2 middle, through 2 middle. Can't see my own hands, phone's in the way. Okay. Second one's always easier because it just goes in the exact same position as the first. We powder coat them with powder coat. I'm sorry, had to be had to be done. Lordy. If you don't like sarcasm, this is probably not the channel for you. Lordy. All right, let's get our outside pieces. Really can't see. We better go with powder. There you go. That is also an acceptable answer. Okay, and we got the other end. It's going to start to get a little confusing. I know it already looks confusing. If you're powder coating with liquid, you ain't powder coating. That's liquid coating. Lordy. So through the side and then back up through the same matching pieces on the top. And second ring, always easy. Straight through the same spot. Almost got those 2 layers attached. All we gotta do now is connect that one to that one and that one to that one, but we need more rings. Gotta look at the size difference. And that's only a 2 by 3 by 2 at this point. That sucker's 5 by 5 by 6. And yet you are here. And yet you are here. I use paper clips because I can. But right now we're not. Alright, and zoom out for the wrap real quick. So you are going to have to try a few different ring sizes. Don't feel bad if you get it wrong the first try. But wire thickness to ring size is very important. Too thin a wire, too big a rings, and you're going to have more jelly. Not enough cube. Too thick a wire, too small the rings, and you're going to have too much cube, not enough jelly. So it is a trial and error. And you kind of got to just make one to figure out if it works or not. You're not going to be able to tell with one row. I didn't think that was going to work when we first started, but it's looking like it's taking shape. Bread. Hands are gonna be sore tomorrow. That was a good coil. Hello, Nugget. Okay, now we can go back down. For tonight, we're using 14 gauge steel just so I can make the bigger rings, which are a little bit easier to see for the tutorial. Like, normally we use paper clips. Because I'm a paperclip artist. Would you expect me to use something else? We have paperclip artists uses we use this aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got bored at work one day, and I had a box of paper clips, and I said, wonder what I can make with that box of paper clips. I make anything that pops into my head at any given moment, and quite frequently we switch projects in the middle of another project. Alright. So, next step. These two. See, it does get a little easier as it stiffens up. They kind of line up a little bit better. And these two. In through the bottom, doesn't really matter which way you start, and back out through the top. No price on it. But it is about 2 hours of work, at least. And as for this cube, that cube, many, many, many more hours. set for this row. I do not sell. I give stuff away and I keep stuff for myself. But doesn't sell. Just practice. You do it a couple times, you will get the hang of it. It's a pattern. It's like anything. So if you crochet or sew or stitch or, I don't know, I'm sure there's some other analogies there. But if you've ever worked on anything that's pattern based, once you know the pattern, you just keep the pattern going. All right, so right now it is a 3 by 3 by 2. That's some good quality jelly. When it's finished, it'll be 174. So we're doing a 3 by 3 by 3. So it'll be 174 when we're done. We got one whole more layer to go. I am a no pulp person. I do not like pulp. Pulp can kiss my ass. We got modern technology. There is no reason for us to have pulp in anything. Yes. Oh, Lordy. Pizza over nuggets. Oh, all right. Okay, hold on. We'll do some other... We obviously do a lot of chainmail because I like chainmail. We'll do chainmail first. Ooh, gloves or paper clips. Obviously, there's two of them because it's, you know, gloves. Other current ongoing project is the American flag. So, ball. There's Larry. There's Steve. Yeah. There's Bob. We like dragons here. We make a lot of dragons. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. Ah! Bob tried to eat the camera. Not right to now, today. We've actually already been streaming for like 2 hours, so. Why, thank you, Lucifer. I don't have a favorite. I like all my work for a brief period of time, and then I throw it in a box and forget about it. Oh, Lordy. And close. And close. And close. And close. And close. And close. First thing I ever made was a shopping cart. It was about yay big, 6 inches or so. And 4 open. Hello, Ethan. Good old Ethan. Boink. Not really so much these days. I did when I was younger. TikTok logo is actually on the board, but TikTok's been a real bitch lately, so. Oh, Lordy, I have not watched Bleach. So, 1 open, 4 closed on the open. That ring is right here, and that ring ain't going to cut it for 14 gauge steel because it would break my finger. Of course I get bored. That's why we have a million projects. And take frequent breaks. I have made a mask. Never did finish the Loki helmet. We started that one last year. We wrapped them around this nail. We like nails. Nails are cheap, easy to come by. You can go into a hardware store and get a million nails, which are, little metal rods. Outside the box tool. Biggest thing would be Bob. Good old Bob. Brachydactyl type D. Why don't you go ask Megan Fox? Well, we started this one about, let's see here. How long is this one going here? Time check. All right, so this one's been going for 32 minutes. So we are about an hour and 32 minutes in, and we've got 2 out of 3. So somebody can do that math. 2.5 hours, maybe. I don't think I support or don't support. I just don't care. You do you. Oh, Lordy. People already do sell these. I did not invent the jelly cube. Let's be clear about that. Jelly cube's been around for a while. The only reason I started making the jelly cube is because everybody on here kept telling me you should make a jelly cube. You should make a jelly cube. So I made a jelly cube. It's all right, but we're going to get back to other projects. Well, if you hold this one at an angle, it becomes a jelly diamond. Of course, then once you let it go, it becomes a cube. Smallest thing I ever made was a flower out of 2 paper clips. There is a video of that somewhere on here. Comments are working. Next project is still the ongoing American flag from hell. 12 more stars. And all the stripes in the world. I know, I decided to make it that big. I got bored at work. I don't really have the most popular. People like the gloves, but I can't really make the gloves for other people. Just because it's a fitting issue, I kind of got to be in person to do it. I have no idea. I've had the same nail for literally a decade. I don't know about this one. This was a 7-inch spike, is what the packaging said on this, but that doesn't tell me what size it is. Yep, 1 by 1. Wrapped it around that little nail. All paper clips. And it is, of course, a pair of gloves. There's another glove in my bag somewhere. Oh, I'm getting tired. I started doing this 16 years ago when I was younger. I was younger. Oh, Lordy. Where do I get them from? My hardware store? Office Depot? Ow, come on. little indent on that spike is killing me. I got bored at work. I'm going to keep saying it because it's the only answer there is. Ugh. Yawn. Yoink. Make a left side line. Yeah. Well, first I got to finish the bob. So that's going to be a while. Do something out of soldering iron. I thought about that, and then I thought about like making something and then just melting it. That does kind of seem like something I would do. But that's kind of an expensive one. These are called end snips or carpenter's pincers or side snips. They have a few different names. Same thing though. Nah. I got enough mods. I only need the 3. Especially when I never see the other 2. But the one I got's the greatest. Make a... Can't see what that is. There you go, see. What did I tell you about that mod? It's great. Always on top of things. Alright. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And yes, I know my explanations are getting a little less explained here. I'm falling asleep at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, biggest thing is Bob. My ring would break my fingers if I use it for this metal. It's fine for paper clips, fine for aluminum. Do not recommend it for 14 gauge steel. You will need new fingers. Force of habit, I just tried to use the damn ring. Not even wearing it. I do not, but I will tomorrow after I upload this video onto YouTube. Alright, this is about to be stupid. Yeah, we ain't using that. No, DW July is not my wife. She is a loyal follower and the greatest mod ever. Grim Tie is the worst mod ever. I won that appeal. Like I win every appeal. Because I never actually do anything to actually get banned. People just report my shit because they're trolls. 5 or 6 hours later after the appeal's gone through, I am restored. But the fact that it's allowed to continue just goes to show you why TikTok is starting to die. Ah, nah, it's still kicking. But not as good as it was. What's up, Gus? You okay, buddy? You wanna go out? Come here. Come here. Come say hello. Hey, buddy. You wanna go outside? You want to go shit on my living room floor again? Is that what you're telling me? No? You don't want to do that? You want to go out? You want to go out? Alright, I'm tired and Gussie apparently wants me to go let her out, so I'm calling it. It's okay. Yeah, I got you a big bone today at the hardware store. That's right. It's bigger than you are. Bigger than you are. No, she's actually a monster. She's a killer. Oh, Lordy. Jelly. Oh, shit. All right, I go bed. I will see y'all tomorrow.